Seattle Seahawks wrapped up their Thursday practice, and it was all good regarding Charles Cross. Big tight ends and fullbacks. Look at the body language of Ken Walker. You can tell that's a man on a mission. Put it out there. The last week, he just looks the swagger, the focus, the intent.
How's Charles Cross see how today goes? But we're optimistic for the game. But just working through his foot. So.
And how did Sam look yesterday?
Good. I mean, in terms of the plan, we're still on the plan. So I wasn't part of the offensive walkthrough just now, but they said it went really well. And name a thing that we've done since we walked in the door 2 years ago, and especially this year, and we've gotten great returns. I mean, in terms of just action items, but I think, and I've talked about this at length before, but to me, it's like the leadership is probably needs to get talked about more with him on how he operates daily, and how he treats everybody in the environment that we've been able to create around here. It's just, I think that's helped our development of our people. That's helped guys take the next steps in their career. And you can kind of go down the list of coaches, personnel, players that have taken another step in their career, and if, you kind of trace it all the way back, it's like, well, John's got a lot of responsibility in that. So, and I'm sure if he was standing right here, he'd be the first to thank all of our personnel staff, just everybody being bought in the same thing. That's the type of guy he is. So I'm really happy he was at the hotel. Sit at the hotel. I got a text if he wanted a coffee. I used to live right there, so I knew where he was. Hopped across the street, and it was like we'd known each other forever. It's pretty cool. The goal of what I was trying to portray to the guys was the feeling of what we're trying to create. Of that it is about us, and it's about our connectedness, and it's about what we're striving to become as a football team. The NFC Championship is really just context of where we could go. And of course, there's more goals to be had, but that was really the thought behind it. I think it's that simple, but it's good to have visualization. I think that's a powerful tool, and I'm glad it worked.
Yeah.
It's good. We run a trimester system. It's fun. It's just a part of the game. You guys heard me talk about it. I love this game. I love all parts of it, and a lot of guys in that room love it too. And so it's fun to be able to be around guys that want to block, that want to be a part of the run game, and it's obviously been a big part of why we've been successful this year is just being able to block for our running backs who've done an awesome job. Just be a compliment to what those guys up front are doing, how the tight ends block and all that stuff, and being able to be a part.
Kind of coach speak, but today felt like a normal Thursday walkthrough. Everybody's going through the process, doing their practice prep. It just feels like kind of another week. I would imagine that's the goal of Mike from the beginning, is to kind of establish a routine and a process that's similar week in, week out, no matter kind of what the game is. And so you know what to expect. We're going to have Thursday practice, know how the flow goes Friday, Saturday. And so the process is the process. Then Sunday, it'll be definitely exciting in the stadium. He's a strong receiver. He's good after the catch. And he's efficient in his route running. And so you just need to know where he's at all the time. That's the best when you can win a game and still have stuff to improve on. I've been a part of some units that you feel like you were perfect and still lose by a few touchdowns. And so that's the unit we have. Especially on defense, everybody takes pride on their side of the ball, but we take pride on if we get our job right and do what we're supposed to do, and we have confidence in that, then things should be good.
All right, you saw some of the practice video, and then you saw some players up at the podium, and it really was just the way Mike Macdonald put it when we asked him about Charles Cross. He said, hey, you know what? It is all good just in terms of him participating in Sunday's game. You kind of thought that. And really, we heard from Cooper Kupp and also heard from Julian Love and Mike Macdonald for 2 days in a row. Again, they are just seizing the opportunity but understanding what it takes. And I talked with Ernest Jones a little bit, and in terms of, hey, what do teams try to do to you like the Rams? And he said, yeah, a lot of the teams try to hurry up. The Rams will try to hurry up a little bit before the Seahawks defense can get their cleats on the ground. And defensive coordinator Aiden Durde kind of said the same thing. So that is, that hurry up tempo is a strategy the Rams will try to use. And also, the Seahawks have got to get to Matthew Stafford, and part of those things is that his ability to scan the field and quickly get rid of that ball, really, as Ernest Jones is explaining, is the Achilles heel for the Seahawks in terms of their rush and coverage defense. So normally when the Seahawks are getting pressure on opposing quarterbacks, then the quarterback has to get rid of that ball, and normally your DBs are right there, and that's where you get some of the turnovers, and the DBs don't have to play that sticky coverage as long. Now flip the script, and what you've got now is that you've got a quarterback that gets the ball out there real quickly, and that means that stresses the DB because he goes through his progressions real quickly. So the DBs, Devin Witherspoon, Kobe Bryant, Julian Love, Josh Jacob, they'll all have to play that sticky coverage. And also, Rick Woolen is the other one. That means they have to be tight. They have to stay on their, Devontae Adams. They have to stay on Puka Nacua, and as they try, the Rams will, to get the ball out quickly. And so the Seahawks defense has to be ready, and they've got to get pressure on Stafford. They really do. And that is kind of what the players were saying today in the locker room